If you're familiar with the education system in Africa, then you know how important it is for any student to score a grade A or B in their academics. Unfortunately, that leaves their talents behind. That athlete, that musician, that artist, that writer, all that beautiful stuff that they carry has to be shoved in the back burner. My name is Magdalene Kamau Otieno. In this program, Moola from True Love, we aim to find out, could we make any money? Can we make a living from our talents? Welcome on board. Perfect. Okay, welcome to Moola from True Love, brought to you by fineworth.me, by Fineworth Services. Now, Moola from True Love is about earning from what you're passionate about, from your talent, from something that you really head over heels in love with. And that's what I'm more curious about. I'm realizing that there's a huge difference between earning from what you love and learning to love or to learning to fall in love with what you earn from. And these are two different things. And by this, I mean there are those people who actually make money from the things that they're talented in, by their passions, you know, like the guy who has a one-man guitar guy who has been playing guitar since his childhood or something of that sort. And now he's learned how to make money from that. And then there is some of us who, you know, those of us who went to college, did one kind of a certificate, I mean, a diploma or a degree, and then we came back and realized, okay, wow, yeah, we can use this to, you know, to pay our bills, you know. But in reality, this is not what we love. Instead, we learn to love it on the go. It's like marrying a woman or marrying a guy for one reason and then learning to love them in the process. I mean, this happened in our traditions, isn't it? And then, and then there are these guys, who, you know, like this one-man guitar guy who before he started earning from it, his true love, his guitar thing was just that kind of girlfriend who can't cook, can't clean, can't make a bed. But and therefore, you know, he goes like, okay, fine, I still have to go and dig trenches. I got to go and do the accounting job because that's where the bills, you know, are sorted out. And this beautiful girl I have here, you know, can't really do so much, but I still love her. And that's your talent and your passion. Sometimes the talent doesn't pay. The inborn thing that God gave you when you were born does not pay the bills. And I'm realizing that there are a lot of people who would want to have their talents or what they're so passionate about paying their bills, but it's not there. It's not happening. So I'm curious, who are you? Are you one of those, don't answer that right now, but are you one of those who are doing what they're truly in love with? Is your moolah from what you truly love? Or are you learning to love what pays your bill? So before you answer all that, maybe I should officially welcome you and ask you, tell us about yourself, Alex. I mean, I've seen you. You always, even right now, you got a smile on your face, and I'm thinking like, okay, what's this all about? So maybe you could start with that and tell us, who are you? Who is Alex?
Also, of course, thank you very much, Magdalene, for choosing me to take part in this. You called it Moola there?
Moola from True Love. Moola, like money.
True Love. All right.
Yes.
Good. And
yes.
I really appreciate that. Okay, so Kimani Alex is probably the youngest businessman in Mombasa.
Ooh.
And by young, I mean I'm young. I'm 22 years old and 3 months.
22 and 3 months. Yes. You're the baby of the town.
Yes. I actually get that question all the time from all my clients. How old are you? Yes. So yeah, I am in the business of interior design where we sell an experience, making people happier, healthier, longer. Yeah. So if you met me a month ago, I'll be introducing myself as a passionate interior designer. But then I realized,
interior designer.
Yes, but then I realized after getting into another business and another one, I realized that I'm not really passionate about the design part of interior design, but I really love the art of making the transformation, closing these deals. So, and I rounded that up to, I really love business. I really love that art of making money. I can call it the game of making money, but I really love that. And I really think that that is my talent, which comes from the selling. Yeah. my
Mm-hmm.
mouth. Yeah? I think since young, from young, from a young age, I've been using my mouth a lot to help me. Since you can see I'm still slim, I have been tiny for a long time, so my mouth has always been my greatest strength. So I think having no any other talent, I think this is
Yes.
my talent. Yes.
So wait, interior design is your talent?
No, the
No.
art. No, I think the business part of it is my talent. No, can I say is it a talent or an ability? I'm not sure, but to be honest, my talent is the selling part of it, that art of
Oh.
the business, that art
Mm.
of making
Hmm.
money. I really know how
Okay.
to do that. Yeah.
So maybe I could ask, if I gave you mangoes to sell, would you be glad? Okay, would you wake up every day inspired to go and sell mangoes?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't be excited about selling mangoes. I
I,
thought you're in the
I,
business of making money.
I wouldn't do that,
Yeah.
but I think if I, okay, what I can say that I really love, which is
Yeah.
no, what I not what I really love, but my talent. My talent
Yeah.
is having
Mhm.
that ability
Yes.
to sell something. I cannot just sell anything, but
Yeah.
to have just that ability that I can be articulate in selling something and making money out of it. I think that's
Hmm.
a talent. That
That's a talent.
that's a talent, and it's also a skill that can be learned. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I think
But
I
are you
think
like
that would.
crashing over it? Like you're truly in love, heads over heels?
Yeah, I really love the best feeling ever. When you close a deal, you really worked hard on it and then you close it. It's a really good feeling. I really love it.
Okay, well, on to the second question. Now that you've introduced yourself, I'm just curious, like, do you believe that talents exist? You know, like the
Yes,
things
I
called
do.
talents. Do you
Yes,
think
I
so?
really do. I really do because like for you, Magdalene,
Yeah.
speaking is a talent. Actually you were
Oh my
asking me
God.
why I was still smiling. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really love to see you talk. You're really amazing. You're a really amazing MC. That's a talent. And you really capitalize on it. So I truly believe that there is talents and people can capitalize on them if they want to.
Well, I thank God for that, and thank you very much for pointing that out. Now, maybe within that question, maybe before I go so far with that, within that question, maybe I should ask, um, do you think we should use our talents to make money, or maybe God gave them to us so that we can maybe entertain guys with them? You know, I mean, I'd imagine I can entertain people by speaking. Maybe, yeah, okay, I can.
Yeah,
I
you
would
can.
definitely not be a stand-up comedian. Never. No. Okay. Let me not say never, but I mean that's a bit weird. But do you think people should, or we should, try and make money out of our talents, or are they just like part of the decor on the wall to be seen, admired, and then walk away? What do you think?
Yeah, I believe that we should capitalize on our talents. We should
Yeah.
actually make sure that we recognize them and make
Yeah.
sure that we find a way to make money out of them. Because as in most cases, when you see the most high paid people, most people who are in who make a lot of money and they're happy doing that is people who
Hmm.
capitalize on their talent. You see
Yeah.
Ronaldo doing his thing. If you see Jay-Z doing his craft, they really love what they do, and it's their God-given talent
Yeah.
that they're using, and it really pays. So
Yeah. Mm.
I think we can just say that people don't recognize their talent. That's why they don't capitalize on them, or they don't find them as something that they can give the money.
They've
Like
not
for
learned
instance,
how to
sports.
convert.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like for instance, sports here, you see people think you learn how to play football, but at the end of
Hmm.
the day, they will not give you an income that is worthwhile. So you prefer
Yeah.
having it
Yeah.
as a hobby
Mhm.
and not pursuing it as a career.
It's true. It's a sad thing because I mean, we're looking at our state in our own country here,
Yeah,
and woe to the time when we can't even go to the fields because of the COVID-19 situation. But we have
yeah,
nice, like wonderful footballers from a very tender age, but they're not able to sell their talent to convert it into money. So they
so
end up
pursuing jobs that they'll have to learn to love, and yet their true love remains, becomes that can't cook, can't clean, can't make a bed kind of thing. And it's sad because, a talent that doesn't convert to money can never pay the bill. And therefore it has to be stored, like stuffed away. It's a sad scenario, which leads me to the question number 3, confession time. In this case, have you ever used your talent to make money? Guilty or not guilty? Have you ever used your talent to make money? At least even $1, 100 shillings, maybe for just one day.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's what I capitalize on every day. I use my mouth to sell. I use my smile. I use all that I can to at least close a deal. As I said, I love business, so that art of selling is really. I really didn't find anything else that I can call my talent in sports, in extracurricular activities, any other thing. I never found anything since I was young. I didn't know anything that I would do better from other people apart from reading. So I think, I do really make money out of my God-given ability.
The God-given ability to close a deal. But it's coincidentally, it's so strange that, the way you bring it out, you actually, your talent in closing deals is actually a beautiful thing, because there are a lot of people who can't, even after a lot of time acquiring skills. Because if you look at my website, I talk about passion, I talk about talent, I talk about skills. Talent is God-given. There's nothing much you can do about that. It's either you have it or you don't have it. Passion is like the fuel you pour into that talent, and that passion keeps you going. And you have to actually, that's a deliberate action. Talent can be increased. Passion can be increased or reduced, but the talent is constant. And then there is a skill, what you go to school to do. And I'm realizing that in your situation, the ability to close a deal, that's a talent you got. It's something you won't struggle with. However, you have deliberately chosen to make Weaving Interiors, as you call your company, the art of, like making houses so beautiful, making them so, like so amazing. I've seen your work, and I'm thinking, you have chosen specifically to take that passion of making houses beautiful, bringing it, marrying it with your talent, which is closing deals, and then you've gone on and acquired skills outside, and here you are, the smiling youngest ever businessman we have in Mombasa. And I'm thinking, so have you used your talent one day, and made money out of it? Yes, of course. But you deliberately chose what you want to put it in. And that's why you actually maybe turned down the offer of selling mangoes.
Sure.
And this is a good time to sell mangoes. In the COVID-19 days, this is the best time to sell mangoes. Everyone needs their good health.
Sure.
For whatever reason you don't want to sell mangoes, I don't understand. Well, anyway, I'm glad. You've decided to put your talent into it. Although you could have chosen to close deals and not accept money. I don't know how that should be. Coincidentally, I have spoken and not taken money, so I know for sure it's possible to use your talent and never take the money. Now, number 4, my 4th question. Now this is a stranger. What would you say to those who claim that talents are just hobbies? Like they're just a part of the decor. They're just the seaweed floating about, nothing so interesting. What do you say about that?
Okay, I think one, I only blame them. I think it's a yes and no issue. I only blame them because one, you see, the way we were, our upbringing since we were young, when our talents are supposed to be nurtured and our parents helping us to recognize our talents, they never did that. We were only forced, go read. You need to be sharp in school so that you can get good grades and go to university, go get a good job. So I wouldn't blame them because we had no choice other than to make our talents hobbies, because now we have to focus on this one thing that is most important to our parents. But then after, of course, you are over 18, we are supposed now to sit back and watch and try and see now, is this really something that I really like doing apart from being good at it? And then now trying and making now the commercial sense in it, looking at how you can commercialize it and try and make an income out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, true. We cannot blame them. I mean, our upbringing never did that. And if anything, if I remember clearly, depending on, I mean, you're 22 years, I'm imagining, okay, that may not apply so much for you, but I'm imagining most of us who, back then, back when we went to school, we were told, you grow up, go to school, get an education, become a teacher, become a doctor, become an engineer. So we actually were like pushed through a certain channel. And you see, it had worked for our parents. My own mom was a teacher for as long as I've known her. She's now retired. And I thank God for that. My own dad was a banker. He actually worked for Barclays alone. So, I mean, I know my mom can sing. She hits the high pitches. But it never occurred to her to ever capitalize on her singing talent to make money from it. Because her father was a teacher. She became a teacher and she wanted me to become a teacher. So, I mean, we can understand. We were told to put away our talents, those things we loved doing, and those things that we were flowing in, and we were not able to make a moolah from it. We were not able to make a coin from it. And I cannot judge anybody. I mean, I'm just realizing. However, I cannot judge the people then. But today, come on. Hello. The resources, the information is there.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe when we say, I mean, what would we say about those people who claim that, talents are mere hobbies? In this day and time, really? Really? In this day and time, when we have the likes of Jay-Z, when we know the story of Ronaldo, really? I mean, come on. I think now it's about common sense. It's about research. I think anyone who is able to access the internet today doesn't have much of a choice. You're going to have to sharpen your talents because you never know. Yeah. Well, that's my take, and I'm glad to have your take. I don't want to judge them, but I'm so passionate about talent.
Clearly.
Yes, clearly. Look at you. Anyway, to number 5, I'd want to ask, and this is being personal. This is a bit so much personal. Would you say that what you do to earn a living is actually a talent? Like the design, would you call that a talent? Would you actually, maybe not necessarily of number 1 talent, but would you actually call it a talent? Have you fallen in love with it? Is this, like, did you fall in love with it before pursuing it? Or is it what we call a mom degree, what my mom took me to school to do? So, and this is very personal, and I really hope no one in your family is watching this right now. So is interior design and closing deal? Yes, it's your first true love. It's the true love that brings you the money. But I'm just wondering, interior design, is this a true love? Okay, is it a second level love? Do you consider it as a talent, or is it mom degree?
Okay, first and foremost, it's not a degree, because for one, actually what brought me to Mombasa is the degree itself, which is journalism and mass communication. So I'm a trained journalist.
What? Journalism?
Yes.
Okay, wait,
I'm a trained journalism and mass communication.
Seriously. Okay. Mass comm and journalism. That doesn't even look like you.
Yes. So, that's what actually brought me to Mombasa. So, but literally after 3 years in the course, I realized, oh no, this is not my thing. It's not what.
3 years?
Yes, after 3 years of pursuing the course, which is supposed to be a 4-year course.
Okay, that's painful already. 3 years, and that's when you're like coming to it.
Yes, I mean, I actually don't count the 3 years because I actually wasted those 2 years. Yes, because when you're doing something that you don't love, you actually don't pay attention. You're just there to finish up. And actually, that's actually 99% of college students and university. They do these courses just because they have to. They finish, they make their parents happy, and then they go to do their own thing. So I was practically one, so sad. And I was practically one of the 99% whom after the 3 years now, I decided no. I think practically now not helping my parents. I'm actually wasting myself. because if I continue doing this course, yes,
yeah,
I have found something that may lead me to exercising my talents and my
yeah.
abilities. Why not?
Mm,
So that's how I start. That's when I started with War Interiors. And
mm-hmm,
interiors,
mm-hmm,
to be honest, when I started it, it was
mm,
just an opportunity to make money, just to get out
yeah,
of the journalism stuff and to now come and practice now this art of closing deals, because I've been doing business since I was young. You talked of mangoes, by the way. It
yeah,
reminded me
yeah,
when I was young. We were
yeah,
collecting mangoes. I come from Embu, where mangoes are like they rain during January there. So
yeah,
yeah, we used to collect mangoes. We're going to school, and I used to carry them, and I go to school and butter trade them with
yeah,
other students who come with sugarcane, who come with
yeah.
other fruits. So we butter trade. So that's where the business mindset came. And then
You've
I
been
went to
doing
high
this
school.
long
I
enough.
Yes, I went to high school. I started selling my own bread that we were supposed to take in the morning. I sell it just to get the money, and it became a big business where people are selling me at wholesale and I sell at retail. I mean, the business was just inside me. Yes, for as long as I can remember. Yeah,
Does anyone in
so
your family know this?
yes, I know all of that. I was actually expelled for doing business, so they know all that.
Goodness. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, expelled. That's far.
Yes, I was expelled in high school for doing business. So it's a very sad story.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, I've been practicing this. I think one other thing that I have is being that fact of being likable,
yeah.
and I actually fit in to anywhere I go. I find myself just fitting in. I think that has helped me a
Mm.
lot, even where I find clients just liking me
And
and
the mere
tend.
fact that I'm even talking to you, it's because you're likable. I mean, what's there not to like
Yeah,
about the smile?
I mean,
Hello.
I know.
What do you say?
Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
mm,
so I did it. I started it because of the money. But then there was one thing
okay.
in mind. I
Mhm,
really love real estate.
mhm.
From the longest time ever, my dad has always taught us on the importance of buying land, importance of
Oh,
owning these assets of real estate. So for
Mudu ya
me, real
mashini
estate,
namba.
yeah. So, yes, so real estate is something that I really love,
Yeah,
and my dad proved it to me to be a very worth investment, and I'm
yeah,
passionate about real estate. So I saw this interior design as a channel to get me to where I want to go. That's why
yeah,
I hopped on it immediately when it came about. But
yeah,
then immediately after starting doing it, I realized,
yeah, mhm,
but I really love what we do. It's
yeah.
it started now not being because of it, because if it was for the money, trust me, I would have quit a long time ago. Because a
Yes,
lot
you
of guys
would
we
have. I
started with,
mean,
yeah, a lot
yeah.
of guys we started with, they quit. They are now doing other things. So
Oh,
and I'm still
wow.
here. Yeah.
They call
So I
it
really,
graduating, I hear.
yeah, yeah. So I really love it. I actually
Mm,
enjoy it when we do the
yeah.
transformation. That whole process, I really enjoy it. So I came to fall in love with it, and
Mm,
I realized I have that attention to detail that I started seeing things on a different angle. I can't say
yeah.
it's really a talent, but yeah, it's coming up as a really God-given ability. So
It is.
yeah,
Mhm.
I really believe in. Yeah, I can say it's a God-given ability.
It is. I've actually seen your work, and you know you post a lot on Facebook, and you like doing the live videos, which is why I was so keen to have a video with you. I've
Yes,
actually wanted to come and see your work live. You know, literally come with a cameraman
yeah,
and do this thing live, and I really
yes,
hope I'll get a chance to do that.
yeah,
And
definitely.
and I know you. Yeah, I mean, oh, wow, is that an offer? I mean, is that an offer? You're actually saying yes?
Yes,
Okay, that's a good one.
yes,
How,
of
I'm
content.
keen because I've seen you do, you know, there's some photos you've posted about like transforming a sitting room. And there's one I think you posted from scratch, you know, like the before and all the steps all the way. And I thought, my goodness, I don't even know how you do this. I mean, I tend to wear out if I don't really, really love something. But I mean, I never wear out of talking though.
No.
The things I don't wear out. But I mean,
Yeah.
I saw like when you put up the clock, there's a place where you put a clock on the wall, and I kept wondering how you had done that because it just looked so good. And then this other one that you did, a bedroom that had I don't know whether that was wallpaper, but it looked like there was an ocean behind the bed. And I thought like, wow. And then the light was coming from like the bottom of the bed somehow. And I thought, goodness, wow is going places. So I actually thought that your talent is actually decor, is actually making things beautiful. Apparently, your talent is in closing deals. However, you're passionate in this thing, which I actually think it's God-given. I mean, it's not about the skill here because that's not even what you went to do in college. I mean, you literally dumped your degree, and I should report this to the Ministry of Education. It's interesting. You dumped, mass comm. You dumped mass communication and journalism at the third year to pursue what? Interior decor? I mean, you must be passionate. That's passion. That's a true definition. Some of us are not even courageous enough to dump what we're doing because it's paying bills or because it's a promise of paying bills. We're not courageous enough to say, you know what, old wife, walk away. Let me go for my new wife. I mean, we would rather keep, hugging this old. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I'm a woman and I'm a wife in the first place. But it's clinging on something that we're not even happy about. That we have to even learn to love, which is awkward. I mean, learning to love. Okay, fine, we get to learn how to love, but the other one will still be calling. The real deal will still be calling. Which,
true.
It's a strange thing. Anyway, I don't want to keep you long, but I'm curious. On my sixth question. Okay.
Sorry.
You're back.
Yes.
Whatever it is what's going on there, I have no idea. I hope your pet cat is not around there.
No.
Or you do not have a cat. That would be awkward.
I really hate cats, actually.
That's called hate speech in my language.
I love dogs.
Okay. Oh, you love dogs. Okay. My first pet was a cat. It was called Peter, but it was a she. Don't ask me why. Yes, it was she, but it's called Peter. No, Peter was actually my desk mate in class 3. But hey, that's another day. That's another story for another day. Anyway, let me ask you now on a general level, and especially because of these COVID days.
Yes.
Because of the COVID days, I'm curious about the direction that the economy of the country is taking. And as much as I do have faith that things are going to pick up and that we're going to be able to work night and day and to be able to recover, I'm curious about where do you think Kenya will be or would be in 5 years if half of the people who are unemployed literally capitalized on their inborn talents? Where do you think we would be in 5 years? 5 years from COVID.
Yeah.
Where do you think we would be?
That's a very nice question.
That's crazy. I mean, you're not a foreseer, but hey. I don't know that for a fact.
I was actually reading Business Daily last week, and I was shocked to see that out of the 14 million youths that we have in Kenya, 39%, about 6 million are unemployed. Not to mention, not to mention that we are not counting this COVID-19 period where another bunch has been laid off,
Exactly. I mean, that's sickish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really painful. Or remembering it's what our parents told us: you work hard, read hard, study hard, so that you can get a good job and get a good pay.
I know, right? The promise of a job, which now we're getting laid off from.
Yeah. So I really believe if we can try, you can see our music industry, our acting theater industry is really coming up, and if people can try and recognize their God-given abilities, their talents, try and use them anyway. Okay, like if you love, a good example, if you love playing guitar and you can do music, if you feel music you cannot survive in doing music, why not even try selling those guitars? Because those guitar you love, I mean, you love playing the guitar, and you
Mm,
wouldn't find selling it and even
mm,
servicing for those people who, like, I love playing guitar and mine's dragged up right now. I can't play it. And I don't know where to take it to be repaired. So
yeah,
if we can try and shift, actually that's one of the callings that I have. I
yeah.
actually that's People know me about the retire by 29 guy. And let me clarify that because there are a lot of misunderstandings here. I say I
Yeah.
want to retire by 29, meaning that I would love to have a company that's running by itself and giving me the
Yes.
opportunity to invest in other companies and have the
Yes.
opportunity to teach other youths that it's
Mm,
not about just studying hard and getting good grades, but we can
yes.
also capitalize on our God-given abilities, on things that we
Yes.
like doing, and
Mm,
try and make
mm,
money out of them. So yeah, if youth can actually grasp that point, Magdalene, in
yeah.
5 years,
Mm.
we would reduce that rate from 39 to around 10. I mean, even our Tanzania neighbors here is just 5%. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I think
can
it's because they don't rush after big grades. They're not psyched up about getting the A. They are psyched up about this person being able to take care of themselves. As they would say kujisimamia. I mean, being able to take care of yourself, that becomes their priority. And I think it's a high time we actually put that in our kids and the upcoming generation that, the priority here is for you to actually start realizing that you have to start taking care of yourself at one point. And thinking that it has to start at age 18 is a lie from hell, because by age 18, most of the kids don't even have their parents anymore. The parents have died. It's so
true,
sad. So,
true.
I mean, the earlier this child finds out what they can actually do with who they are becomes a priority. And I can assure you today, the guys in Form 1, if they actually started realizing or discovering and working on what they really, really love and the thing that um, the talents, if they worked on their talents as they go on with the education, they wouldn't be chasing after the grade A academically, but the grade A in what they're good at. Because you see, it's if we say it's all about the grade A, then it has to be a good grade A that will take you somewhere, not a grade A
No.
that will now take you to a place where you start now looking for another kind of skill so that you can grow. I mean, it's a whole process. It's annoying.
True.
And yes, you're right. If we started focusing on like 5 years from today, if we started today working on our inborn talents and our strengths and the things we're passionate about, 5 years from today, we could narrow down that number of unemployment to 10% and even less.
True.
Again, that will also mean that you, as an employer today, because now you're an employer, you would actually be able to hire the right kind of people. You
Yeah.
don't want someone coming to work just because they get some money from you. You
True.
want them to
True.
come to work because they love it.
True.
Don't fall in love
True.
with it in the process because it's paying the bills. It's not good a motivation to love someone for the money, but love them
True.
for them. I
True.
mean, it would be awkward.
Very true.
And there I am, which now leaves me to ask you, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Your money, I mean, sorry, the money. Okay, where do you see the money? Where do you see yourself and your talent 5 years from now? Do you think it will wear
Oh, that
out, or is this something here to stay?
no. I think this is something that's here to stay. That's going to be with me to the grave. And
It's a
as you
Moola
just said,
hey.
yeah, as you just said, I'm an employer, and I am actually hoping that in 5 years I'll have 500. I'll be feeding the position to feed 500 families at least,
Yes,
directly or indirectly. But
yes,
either way, at least I have 500 people under my feet. At least then I can
yes,
feel like I really have a business. As Robert Kiyosaki says, you can only have a business if you have 500 employees and above. Because then, because right now we are talking about self-employment. I'm actually, if I'm not there, the business is not there, you know. So
yeah,
I'm actually
yeah,
self-employed and I have casual laborers. So I hope by then I'll have utilized my skill to grow the business, to
yes,
spread further, and also at
mm.
least start my journey of impacting other youths in
Oh yes,
developing their talents as well, trying to look to shift their mindset because it's a mindset game actually. If we just
yes,
change our
mm.
mindset from that which we were conditioned to follow by our
Mhm.
parents,
Mhm.
and look at now the other side. At least
Yes.
we can now start seeing many youths now focusing not only on the job, but now the
Yes.
skills part of it. And yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure I have a goal of impacting 1 billion lives positively in business, and I
Yeah.
hope one day it will come to life. Yeah.
It will. It will. It will. We thank God, and you know, I know, should God allow, and I pray that God will allow you to live long, you know, like my grandfather, like 107.
Wow.
My
Wow.
grandfather lived to
That's a really,
107,
really,
and I'd imagine
wow.
if you had 107 years to live, you would actually impact beyond the 500 before you're looking forward to 5,000 to 50,000
Yeah.
to, hey, who knows, 5 million. And you see, it starts with a noble idea. When someone is on fire for what they do, I
Yeah.
normally say when your talent is on fire, it becomes infectious. You know, the people around you can't ignore it anymore. So
Yeah.
as much as this program is called Moola from True Love, in reality, what I'm looking for is people who are so passionate about what they do. You know, they're literally on fire for it. And I want to know like what drives them. I mean, what do they have to give up to be where they are? Because at any one time, when you're pursuing something, you're leaving behind something else. There's something you're running away from, and then there's something you're pursuing. And I'm glad you ran away from the one thing you didn't think you were fitting in, mass communication. By the way, I don't hate mass communication. I don't hate journalism, and I don't hate journalists. However, I
Uh-huh.
believe that if it's
Mm-hmm.
not your calling, please get out of it. It's of no good use to you.
I actually
Yes.
believe so.
You see, oh, we finally
Yeah.
agree on that one. It's true because I've seen people who really suck at their jobs, and you're thinking like,
Yeah.
what the heck are you doing there? I mean, you
So,
even don't like it, and now you're forcing me to like what you love, and you don't. I mean, what you claim to love, and you don't even love it yourself. You know, it's
so,
a miserable relationship. But
yeah.
when we love what I mean, when we're doing what we love and we serve people with it, and we're doing it so well, someone will have to pay for it. But we also have to
So,
put it in our minds that it is meant to be paid for. I'd
so,
imagine giving speeches after speeches, you know, inspiring people and never getting paid for it. Come
no.
on. Or you closing deals and then someone
Oh,
else takes the
heck no.
money. That doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Anyway, tell me, I mean, I'm looking at this. We're almost 40 minutes down the line. I mean, we have 3 minutes to go, and I'll use these 3 minutes to give us the parting shot, the final statement, the final word. What's your parting shot for Moola from True Love? What do you think? Tell me what you think about all this.
I think I really think that first of all, what you're doing is really amazing, and if you can get to reach each and everyone who's using their talent to make money, this is going to be
Yes.
a big one. It's going to be a big show. I mean, and yeah, youth. I mean, how else can we emphasize more? I mean, there are a lot of guys who are making it using their talent, and we are
Yes.
just seeing them and enjoying them. And Jogosh always entertain us. These entertainers, they always entertain us every day, but we don't
Yeah.
try and look into what they also saw. They have a talent, and now they're capitalizing on it. You know, so
Yes.
if we can be in a position of not following the norm and try
Yes.
and look back, take a step back, and realize that I think I really love cooking more than I love. I really enjoy cooking more than when I go to job, and start
Yeah.
a show showing us how you cook, and if it's really good enough, trust me, people are gonna like it, and you're gonna get invited to cook in big. I mean, people just have to see really what they really feel nice doing, because I really believe in enjoying the process and loving
Yeah.
having fun in everything that you do. And if you're not having fun, trust
Yeah.
me, that's not for you. So yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's really not worth it if you're not really having fun. I have one word for you, Kimani, Alex. Um,
Yes.
you know how to close deals. We
Yes.
have so many young people who have talent, but they can't close the deal.
Yes.
How about you become the person who teaches the people who have their talents to close the deal?
Thank you very much, Magdalene, because that's something I'm working on really hard. That's why I told you really working at mastering my craft and really being
Yes.
good at it, so
Yes.
that I also be in a position to, because truly, I mean, a lot of guys I know, they really have something that they can sell. They really have, they like, I have programmers who I know they're really good at what they do in their programming game, but they can't go out there and look for companies to sell their products. They
Uh,
can't. But I think that's a very important skill that people need to learn. And as you
yes.
said, I'll take that as a challenge and really
Yes.
work on it to start airing out and helping people to close these deals. You know,
Definitely.
so that's where the
And would
money
appreciate.
is. Yes.
Interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
Moola from True Love. I mean, you're doing what you love and you're making money out of it. I am so happy. And we wow interiors, making homes so deep, so beautiful, making offices habitable, making our kitchen sumptuous like the food we make. I mean, what else can we say? This is
100%.
so beautiful. It is.
You
It's
would be happy.
be wow, be happy. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Okay. So
Yeah, that's our
thank you
man.
very much, Alex Kimani from We Wow Interiors. And I really hope everybody else who's going to be watching this is actually going to give you a shout and look at We Wow. I believe We Wow is on Facebook.
Everywhere. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Biscuit, TikTok. You're
TikTok.
virtually
Ooh, okay.
everywhere.
Okay. I really do hope that everyone who's going to watch this video and listen to this on podcast, because we're going to convert part of this to podcast, so that
That's
the
very nice.
guys who are driving long distances can be able to listen. I'm hoping that they will be able to contact you. And those who do not know how to close the deal, you're the guy, you're the man, you're the guy who knows how to extract the moolah from the true love. I mean, who else? Alex Kimani for you from We Wow Interiors, the man who knows how to court the true love, to extract some moolah. Thank you very much, Alex. I really looking forward to actually visiting one of your sites so that we can take a video.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
In the meantime,
Let's
this
let's
is a
pray
great one.
this thing is all over and we'll up for it.
Yes, definitely you get a share of this, and I'm sure you can put it across and let the people know, because
Oh,
I'm excited
definitely.
about who you are. So
I'm
thank you very
really
much.
excited
May
about you
you
as well.
thank you.
You
May
know
you
that,
make
right?
this country wonderful. Yes, I do know that. Thank you. Now you confirmed it. So from finalwealth.me telling you this is Moola from True Love, and we've got to get out now and go and do some serious good business. So thank you very much for being our first client, our first person to speak to us about the economy, what they love. I know, I love the
I'm
dance.
really
Oh,
humbled.
yes, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. I look forward to seeing what else you'll be doing very soon. A good evening to
All
you.
right. All right, you. Good evening as well. Stay safe. Remind people to stay safe. Stay home.
Stay home.